Great Britain no longer belongs to the EU Customs Union since the beginning of the year. Even more than a month later, that still creates problems here and there. Above all, missing data or incorrectly filled out documents hinder smooth transport, because the bureaucratic regulations for EU goods transports to and from Great Britain have increased significantly since January 1st. Incorrectly filled out forms, missing data and documents. After the UK left the EU trading area, the transport of goods across the English Channel is still riddled with obstacles. But air freight is still going best. Our cross-channel transports run smoothly. Not without problems, but they work reasonably well, says Martin Araman, co-owner of Sovereign Speed, a neutral transport and handling specialist for air freight, courier shipments and road transport with headquarters in Hamburg. In contrast to land transport, Sovereign Speed's air freight shuttle between Germany and Great Britain works smoothly. Well, that is the most important way anyway. For particularly urgent and valuable goods, we use our two Cessnas to transport them to the island and export the shipments from there to continental Europe. Despite the new Brexit rules, there have been no customs problems. It could have been worse, as the examples from DB Schenker and the Courier Express parcel service DPD, which belongs to the French Post, show. Both temporarily suspended their delivery services to and from the UK due to missing or incorrectly completed shipping documents by their customers. Araman reports that the bureaucratic regulations have increased significantly since Brexit. In most cases, it is the senders who incorrectly declare shipments and provide incorrect data that must be corrected afterwards, which costs time and slows down the flow of shipments. There are often delays in the processes, especially for goods that go from Great Britain to the EU. Conversely, the supply chains work much better, says Sovereign Speed. According to Araman, his Hamburg-based company currently has an average of 10 channel crossings per night from continental Europe to Great Britain, which is of course a very small number compared to heavyweights like DB Schenker or DPD. The manageable amount is an advantage in this case, as the number of incorrectly documented shipments is limited. In addition, we have trained our employees in the EU and also in the UK before Brexit to be ready on go-live day, and that was January 1st. An additional checkpoint was also implemented. In order to prevent shipments from Germany or Austria from stranding in Dover, the experts from Sovereign checked the freight documents carefully at the Cologne gateway. If data is missing or documents are incorrectly filled out, the goods remain in Cologne until the errors are corrected, says manager Araman. Especially medium-sized exporters from Great Britain are often not familiar with the new customs regulations, regrets Hendrik Bender, head of Group Business Development and Marketing at Sovereign. They probably trusted Johnson's words that after the introduction of Brexit and a short period of acclimatization, everything will continue as before, says the manager. A mistake, as it now turns out, and as I told you before. This is also reported by Sovereign, whose transports from the island to mainland Europe take significantly more time than before. In some cases, up to 4 days, according to Araman. Since January 1st, shippers and forwarding agents have been confronted with complicated shipping procedures and an abundance of new accompanying documents, as well as new rules on import sales tax in order to handle these correctly and thus avoid the congestion of shipments at the border. Brexit changed even more. Since the beginning of the year, UK or EU exporters have been required to accurately classify their goods according to the HS classification code, have an economic operator registration and identification number, the EORI, and indicate whether customs duties are due on all or part of the goods transported. These subtleties are overwhelming, especially for some medium-sized companies, which leads to errors and delays in day-to-day business. The customs system in Great Britain is not optimally set up. If you need information, you usually cannot reach anyone, so that acute problems cannot be resolved quickly, says Björn Lehnert, customs expert at Sovereign Speed. All in all, the cross-channel transport works quite well, although many customers still lack the basic knowledge of the new customs regulations. This coincides with the findings of the German Forwarding and Logistics Association, that's the DSLV. According to the association, up to 80% of the shipments that run between Great Britain and mainland Europe are declared incorrectly or not at all. So far, many companies have only traded within the EU internal market. Most logistics customers, especially the British, still do not seem to understand that the rules for transports with mainland Europe are no longer the same as in the internal market, says Frank Huster, Chief Executive of DSLV, summarizing the experiences of the companies. And next Sunday there will be another live stream. If you want to ask questions, you can do this on the post on my community tab. If you do, please ask specific questions. Broad topics are for videos, not for live streams. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.